Whilst this season is over for Rangers in terms of fighting for silverware, there is still 4 games left to play. That gives Michael Beale some time to play with his starting 11 and of course get the monkey off of his back with regards to beating Celtic. In today's video we'll discuss why Rangers have been handed a huge boost ahead of the match, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. This season's PFA Team of the Year has been announced and unsurprisingly it is dominated by Celtic players. Only 2 Rangers players were involved, those being James Tavernier and Malik Tillman. Auston Trusty is reportedly on Rangers' radar ahead of the summer transfer window. The player has been linked with a £2 million move. Beale has made no secret of the sheer scale of the rebuild job at his hands as the Light Blues head into pre-season in a few weeks' time, so Trusty could be a player we hear more about over the coming weeks. Here in this part of the video, we'll give you everything you need to know about Trusty. Trusty is a 24-year-old and is from the United States. Born in Pennsylvania, he started his career in the USL Championship after signing a deal with Bethlehem Steel FC. In 2016, he penned a homegrown contract with Philadelphia Union. He eventually made his MLS debut around 2 years later. His impressive form saw him move to Colorado Rapids in 2019. He went on to make 61 appearances at the football club. Arsenal then signed Trusty last January in 2022. He signed a permanent deal with the Premier League club, but he was sent back to Colorado on loan for the remainder of the campaign. This term he's been a mainstay in the Birmingham City defence as he gained some valuable loan experience for English football. What type of player is Auston Trusty? Trusty is a powerful defender who mainly plays as a centre-back, but he's been known to fill in at left-back. The American is left-footed, so he could be viewed as a potentially good partner at the back with Connor Goldson. Providing that balance, there has been speculation that this move could spell the end for Ben Davies. He comes in at 6'2" and like most centre-halves and is regarded as being good in the air. His physicality would certainly prove to be beneficial in the Scottish Premiership. Trusty has 4 goals in 44 appearances for Birmingham this campaign. This tells us that he provides a goal threat in opposition boxes too, with set pieces such a big part of the modern game. This is always a desirable attribute. Overall, Trusty appears to be an athletic, dependable player with the potential to step up a level from the Championship. Just a quick one guys, we have got Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. As we mentioned in the intro, Rangers take on Celtic this weekend in the 6th and final Old Firm counter of the campaign. Whilst many will look at this game as of no importance, it is a huge one in my eyes, as it gives Michael Beale the chance to get a win over Celtic and get the monkey off of his back going into next season. Ahead of the clash, Rangers have been handed a huge boost, as it's reported that Kyogo Furuhashi will miss the match through injury. Kyogo has been a thorn in the side of Rangers this season, and whilst I don't like to celebrate injuries of opposition players, it is hard to deny it is a blow for Celtic. Rangers must try and find a way of winning this weekend and finish the campaign strongly. Richard Keys has claimed that Graham Souness was sacked from his role at Sky Sports due to clumsy comments the former Rangers manager made, and predicted that the former Scotland international will be back on UK screens before long. Souness stepped down from his role as a pundit with the broadcaster of 15 years in the studio, but writing in his column for the Scottish Daily Mail, the 70-year-old insisted that he remains open for business. Writing in his personal blog, Keys, who was sacked by Sky Sports in 2011 for making sexist comments, revealed that he'd been told by a mole that Souness in fact had been dismissed for using the phrase "man's game" during a match between Chelsea and Spurs at the start of the campaign. Keys explained, Graham Souness' retirement from Sky didn't feel right to me, especially when I read in his Daily Mail column suggesting he was still open for business. A conversation relayed to me from a Sky insider this week tells me I was right. He was sacked. Well, it was decided his race was run, same thing really. I have to say immediately that I wouldn't trust the individual who reported the info as far as I could throw him. But he's made a career of a man making senior management figures in order to protect himself, so this time I believe him. His sources will be good. It turns out it was decided to dispense with Graham's services the moment he referred to the football being a man's game. Remember, he used that phrase after Chelsea's 2-2 draw with Spurs in August. His comments caused a bit of a stir. He was clumsy with his phraseology. He didn't mean harm, but you can't say that anymore. Football is simply a game enjoyed by everyone, and we should celebrate that. I think that more people felt that Graham had been clumsy in his much been loved character, so they were happy to give him the benefit of the doubt, but senior management at Sky certainly weren't. They decided that was it, he'd be out at the first opportunity. Two things will happen now. Sky will deny this and the mole will be making frantic calls trying to cover his tracks, but I will be proved right because Graham is by no means finished. He will turn up somewhere, ITV perhaps, because he's a classy operator and remains box office. David McCallum believes the introduction of a conference league within Scottish football will ultimately benefit the national side in the long run. Rangers are one of the key drivers behind the proposal that could see a fifth tier situated below League 2 and above the Highland and Lowland leagues implemented to address the development gap of academy players. The Conference League will be a separate identity to the SPFL and organisers will be free to exploit their own commercial rights instead of being involved with the top four divisions that are overseen by executive Neil Doncaster. Old firm rivals Celtic are also behind the blueprint and Aberdeen and Hearts have given their support to a scheme that has been met with widespread anger from clubs across the pyramid. Listen, it's difficult for me to say, McCallum, the Rangers B team manager, said when asked if clubs could understand the opposition from some clubs. Every club has got their own opinion on how Scottish football should be ran. That is the environment we are in. What we need at that point is to make the ones that will make the decision make for the greater good of the individual development of our young players. And I don't just mean our young players at Rangers, I'm talking about the best talent across the country because that has always got to be a driver. If you are a development squad coach or working academy football, all we want to try and do is give the young players the best journey and the best challenges, stress some moments are more comfortable, and give them the best chance to be at the top individual players that play for the best team and hopefully for our country along the way as well. That will always be a driver for us. Premiership clubs will each pay a £100,000 entry fee to the Conference League as they seek to ease the journey from youth team football to their respective first team squads. The blueprint was drawn up by the Pyramid Working Group, and like the current arrangement with the B team that McCallum oversees, the cult sides are not eligible for promotion each season. Rangers fans, what do you make of the upcoming Old Firm derby, and do you think we'll win it? Do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.